This is Roger with Crosscut in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this Sorento. It is a 2020 Kia Sorento. It's a 2.4 liter. It's all-wheel drive. It's an LX trim package with a third seat. Has 19,164 miles. It is a theft recovery purchased directly from an insurance company, Progressive, in Denver, Colorado. Beautiful car. It was more beautiful before I put it on. I had a shipper pick it up. I'll explain that in a second. But it had an unfortunate trip here. Not terrible, but I wasn't happy. Anyway, it's on a salvage title due to theft, not collision. Basically what happens is the insurance companies don't have the vehicle. It gets stolen. They don't have it, so they have to file for something because they've already paid the victim. Most of the time they'll file for a salvage title. In this one, not only did they file for a salvage title, but they screwed up the mileage on the title. So it's 19,164, not actual, because they're guessing and they did a typo. Whatever they did, they screwed it all up. The good news is it saves us a bunch of money. It saves you a bunch of money that it's on a salvage title, and saves you a bunch of money that it's TMU. Fortunately, when you look at the Carfax, the miles add up perfectly, which I will show you, and there'll be a link to the Carfax. Anyway, let's get to the car, okay? This wasn't here until this was on the bottom deck of a 2-deck shipping truck. And he calls me and he tells me, oh, he's all upset. The windshield was smashed. We got a new windshield. Basically, he locked up the brakes and this bumped into the roof above it. Or the roof came down on it. I don't know which moved, but something moved. It hit the underneath of the deck. And so, yes, I have also got video of me driving it through the car wash. Holds water fine. There's the windshield guy said it's going to be fine, but I wanted to make sure, so I ran it through the car wash, made a video, the whole bit. Anyway, that's extra. We got it here. The column was destroyed by the car thief, so we had to replace the column and make a new key and put a new door handle on it because they broke that also. So CNS Lock and Key did that for us. Let's see, so it's got a windshield, it got a new battery, it got a column, a new key, new driver door handle. We also sent it to Monsoon where they did a oil change and lube, air filter, cabin AC filter. They had to do a clock spring, which is the little guide wire that goes to the airbag, because when they stole it, they broke it. So it had to get a new clock spring, and it went to alignment. When you put a column on, you gotta get it aligned, so it's aligned. And I just was given the news that the Iron Sheik from pro wrestling has passed away. The Iron Sheik, oh my, what a curmudgeon, right? Troublemaker, Iron Sheik. He was the classic bad guy. I don't know. If you're an old school pro wrestling person, you'll get it. Anyway, let's see. Let's start off with the paperwork stuff. So here's our invoice from Monsoon. There's the VIN for the car, dated 6/1/23 is when we paid for it. Oil change, air filter, cabin air filter, clock spring, and alignment. $507, okay? This is for a battery. I bought the wrong battery the first time, so I had to get 2 batteries. I had to return it and then add another $50 because it's a huge battery in this thing. This is the receipt for $250 for the install the column, ignition, and driver door handle. This is the actual column that we had to buy. $300 for that. $50 for the door handle and $250 for the column. And this is the receipt for there's the VIN for the windshield. $260. That was an expensive one, including the molding, which of course was broken. That was helpful. Anyway, here's the Carfax. Now they haven't caught up to the salvage title yet, which happens quite often because the insurance companies move pretty fast. But there's your VIN. And they haven't come up with the TMU either, which is 2 miles unknown. Anyway, this is linked in. You can read it. So it was Wheat Ridge, Colorado, Kia, Foundation Kia. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Kia, Kia, Kia. Blah, blah, blah. And then the last time it was serviced was at $16,225 on November 10th of 2020. Stolen 121 of 23. We bought it, and it was serviced 6/1 of 23 by Monsoon. There's the clock spring replaced, cabin air filter maintenance, blah, 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 air filter, oil and filter, two-wheel alignment performed, okay? So that's all that stuff. Kind of boring, but there it is. All right, here's your tools here. It's got a third seat. You pull that back and it'll go forward, boom, like this. Let's see, that one goes forward like that. Headrest back. And just so you can see, there's all the VIN stamps that are all the same, and this is the car. Because whenever you see a TMU and they screw up titles that bad and they're a theft recovery, it's very smart to check all the VINs, which we have. And there's VINs all over the car too. Here's another one. See where it ends in 053? They all end in 053. That's this car, okay? And that's the same as the title they jacked up. Let me see if I can get the seat to work one-handed. Let me see if I can do this with the other hand helping me. All right, here we go. My brother just took pictures of it, and like any good brother will do, he doesn't put it back the way he found it. So there you go. All right, let me start this guy up and get some AC going. It's a little warm. So it's 19,164 is the mileage. Let's see. We'll open up the hood. Let's do the windows. There's a window. Window, window, window. We'll do the mirrors. Out, out, in, up, and down. Other side, out, in, up, down. You have a tilt wheel, up and down right there. Turn signals. Boom, lights. Windshield wipers. All right, let's see, make sure I'm unlocked everywhere. Hood is open. All right, pretty boring in here, nice and clean. I had it in the air when we first got it, so I've seen the undercarriage. We pressure sprayed it. Looks great. Looks brand new under there. See, there's your window. Door panel looks good. I think the only thing, I think there's a little nick on the door panel over there, which I'll have to show you. Seats look fantastic. You have a full manual here. There's your USB and power plugs. Another power plug. Oh, that's a USB. USB and power in the middle. That's kind of cool. Let's see, what else? The mats are here, which is kind of unusual. You have all the mats. There's your VIN again. See where it says 58053? Oh, I think there's another one right there too. 58053, right there. All right. And I frickin' have the frickin' locks on the glass. So, boom, there you go. Keep the kids from playing with the windows. There's that. Okay. Let's see if I can do this one-handed or not here. Yep. There we go. Got some AC vents back here. Headliner looks great. Another VIN, yep, 58053. It's a good looking car. Would have been a lot better looking car had it not bounced off the frickin' upper deck of the transport. God, that's annoying. And then this Russian guy crying like a baby. You know, he's like, oh, I'm not gonna make any money. I'm like, you put a dent in the roof of my car. Of course you're not getting paid. I mean, I thought it was cheap. I just said, I'm not paying you to ship it. The shipping's free, which was, what, $900? And I'll just have to sell a vehicle with a brand new windshield and a dent where one didn't used to exist. You know, so that's how it worked out. I just didn't pay shipping. All right, let's see. La la la. Oop. Steering controls. There's that would be whatchamacallit, AM, boom. FM there. That's me doing that over here. Then we'll go to media. No Bluetooth or anything available because I'm not using it. Let's see, what else we got? Home, phone, what do we got? There we go. You can add new Bluetooth, etc. Anyway, the air's blowing ice cold in here. I can attest to. There's on max right there. Let's see, lights, boom, boom. Let's see, what else we got here? What else do we need to know? We got cruise control. Well, there's the display stuff. All this stuff, I'm just hitting this, right? Tire pressures, etc. Let's go to tire pressure. I want to see that. There we go. Okay. Drive to display. Just go to drive it to display it. I'm not sure what that means. Anyway, I don't know how that works. Turn that down. All right. Let's check the backup camera. That's fine. This is a really nice car. Dennis's girlfriend, my brother's girlfriend, should be buying this car, but she likes her money more than she likes driving it. She has a 2009 Sorento with a very quiet rod knock, but it has like 250,000 miles on it, and she's in love with it. And so, you know, there's only so far a car will run, even with a tiny rod knock. But with 225,000 miles, she should probably take this car. But I have a feeling she's going to out-cheap herself and end up on the side of the road walking and wishing she had this car. I'm hoping for her sake that she has a moment of clarity and buys this car. Anyway, beautiful car. Now, if you come to Tucson to drive it home, you have to have plates and insurance. Obviously, you can get neither on a salvage title. We have to take this vehicle to the cops, gun-carrying cops here in Tucson, and get what's called a level 3 inspection. Once the level 3 inspection is done, there's the tire pressures, by the way. Once the level 3 inspection is done, we can get what's called a restored salvage title. You can get insurance, and we can issue plates. That's $200 to do that. And then there's a $250 dock fee, and then there's taxes. Taxes are your state tax rate, whatever that is, plus our city tax of 2.7%. So if you come here, you're gonna pay your state tax plus our city tax of 2.7, a $250 dock fee, and $200 to restore the title. If you pay by wire and ship out of state, all you're going to pay is agreed upon price, and that's it. No tax, no dock fee, that's it, okay? If you're gonna pay by wire and ship out of state, once we receive full payment, we'll fill out the title with your name or your company's name and address. We will scan it into your envelope, into your file, and we will mail it to you. We'll even scan in the envelope that we mail it in, okay? What else? Deposit. Deposit's $500. Once we have a deposit, we have a deal. Until then, it will stay for sale. So please make sure you get your deposit in, okay? It'll stay for sale. We've had a couple people lately, you know, not get their deposit in after an agreed upon price, and they come back 3 hours later to put the deposit in, and it's already been sold to somebody who put a deposit down, and they're pissed. Why couldn't you hold it? I couldn't get to the... That's not how the internet works, okay? We don't have a hold on button, okay? So get your deposit. Last part of every video, I say the same thing every single time, and I will on this vehicle. We don't have sales. We don't have bottled water with our name on it. We don't have a fancy location. In fact, our location is property of my uncle, and he owns it for... rents it out to us for $1 a year. He just writes off the loss, and he's being a nice guy, and he has for a long time, for 15 years. So in 15 years, we paid approximately $15 for rent. So we can move that savings onto you when that happens, all right? And we do. We also don't have commissions to pay. We don't have a fancy location to pay for, you know, streets and fountains. We don't have a person serving scones and lattes. We don't have any of that crap, okay? So, you know, that's how we roll. If you, you know what, I'm gonna go on I-10. Let's just go on I-10. That was kind of sketchy, but I didn't see a cop. So we're gonna get on I-10 here. Just this is the Prince Road on-ramp, and we'll get on I-10 and we'll go down to Ruthroff and take a right. That'll be that. My videos can be 17 minutes and 38 seconds is what the GoPro SD card lets me do, and that's what we're doing. So we're gonna do that, and if I just cut off at 17:38, you'll know what happened. All right. Anyway, the bottom line of my speech before was, you're the owner on day one. At the auto mall, when you buy a vehicle from them, they crush you like a tin can financially. So when you come back with something broken, they can afford to fix it. We're giving you all the savings up front, all the truth, all the facts, all the everything, so that you can make a decision, a good decision on day one, okay, on the vehicle. But there is one give and take here. The give and take here from us is that you're the owner on day one, and you're going to fix this car with your money, okay? We are not here to fix your vehicle from the second you're the owner on. If we wanted to, we would just, you know, demand another $2,000 or $3,000 and say, sure, we'll fix your car if it breaks. It's a freaking Kia Sorento that's been well taken care of. It's not gonna break, but you never know. And because it's on a salvage title, it's not going to have factory warranty. Now you may call your dealer and they'll say it does. Just assume it doesn't, and that the salvage title hasn't caught up to it yet. Never assume that you're gonna have warranty, because that's the kiss of death, okay? That's the honesty part of how we do it, all right? We know what's gonna happen, all right? Eventually, they're gonna say, oh no, you know, right when, you know, you wanna do something with warranty, which you probably won't need to do for many, many years. But if you did, I wouldn't count on it, okay? That's another reason, you know, for the savings. You know, that's salvage title usually means avoided warranty. If it doesn't, that's great for you. Call your dealer, hey, I've got this VIN, can you run it? When does the warranty end? And they could say, oh, it's fine. And you're like, okay, great. But assume it's